From broke to boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
Federal courts hit pause on FMCSA's non-domicile ruling. Guys, protect your business. Do what you got to do to stay in business. So that just might be an opportunity right there.
Yes. At the end of the day, I think government, for some of you that are waiting for a government to step in and save you from brokers, from foreign drivers, from the monsters under the bed. Government is not coming to save you. You got to save your business. You got to think like a business owner, because now, congratulations, you are an owner operator. Or like, if you're not and you're watching this video, you're probably looking to become one. So welcome to the club of big bad boys.
Here we go, man. So yep. A lot of this, as that business owner, a lot of this changing on off affects your operation. So it's not going to end here, guys. So stay vigilant, stay prepared, stay in tune, because I'm sure there's going to be some other kind of rule changing that's going to affect your day-to-day operations. So what we're saying is, guys, protect your business, do what you can if you can. So do that. But in the other news, winter storm coming through Florida, man. It's this cold front got me wearing a sweater. So that's not the big breaking news, but it does serve as a reminder that winter's here, and what can we do about that?
Man, like last night I went for a walk, and man, like I almost wish I had like gloves.
I know there's probably people laughing right now, but yeah.
I know, like that would be me, because that was pretty much just an average fucking summer evening back where I'm from. but here we go. Like, I'm a little used to this nice, warm, and kind of pleasant weather.
No. I know. Like leaving this morning, man, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah. So if you have extra supplies like firewood, fur, send it over. We're gonna need it.
All right, but this does lead us to an important topic, and it's better to have it earlier than later. How to get the most out of this winter season as an owner operator. You guys, you got to stick to the end of the video, and we're actually going to tell you how to weaponize winter storms so you can hit certain jackpots in certain markets. But before we do all that, this isn't. We're not saying bypass safety.
Yeah, like this is a safety disclaimer. When we're going to be talking about those aggressive things that you can do as an owner operator, obviously teamed up with your team behind in the office, because without these guys you cannot do nothing unless you are your own everything. Then you can do anything you want. Everything is in your hands, sort of. By no means, this video is not about safety. This video is about taking advantage of other people's bad situation. I know it sounds a little ugly, but it's not as ugly, because let me just tell you one thing. For a lot of us living down south, when the hurricane hits and a lot of you guys are home kind of strapping your house down, the people up north are actually weaponizing that situation to get the most out of the market. And right now in the winter here in Florida, we have it nice and easy, so we're gonna use that to pay back in a nice sense of way. I know it sounds like a little evil, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line, safety is priority. Don't let anybody to bully you into telling you what is safe or what is not. I'm sure you heard the conversations to where, yeah, but Johnny made it. Why didn't you made it? Well, maybe Johnny is an idiot. Maybe Johnny is a little bit better driver. And not to to expose that, I guess I'm a shitty driver there. No, we all have different red lines when it comes down to safety. And you got to have your own. So soon as in doubt, park a truck. There is always another day. There is always another fight. You don't need to die on that hill.
And as you talk about that, year after year after year, man, I've learned it's always beyond me. I get it. Some guys want to get to the final destination when it's good, but in those major snowstorms and all that, man, you're just white knuckle driving it all the way there, only to find out that the shipper and receiver's closed.
Yeah.
All that tension, all that exposure, guys. That's first and foremost. Be safe out there. There's got to be.
Yes. For this specific video, the only safety advice that I'm giving is this: be safe, know your limits, better park sooner than too late, because any of us who's been on the road, we all know that moment when you like, fuck, should have parked in the last exit.
All right, so as we dive into this, the first thing we're going to talk about, that especially down here in Florida, snowbird driving, man. Like when everybody wants to come to that southeast area regionally to avoid all the big old storms, what can actually be done to kind of help an owner-operator out and, leverage that bad boy in his favor?
Well, I think, again, let's just talk about general winter driving, right? And the people that are saying, like during the winter, I don't go north of 40 or whatever everybody's limit is. I would say this is winter phobia. I freaking invented this word. But the reason it is a winter phobia is because it is irrational fear of winter. Because if we're gonna put our feelings away, right, and we're not gonna fall in love with this idea, that I'm just gonna be driving, down south when everybody is gonna be dealing with winter conditions, and still get paid the same. What it actually does, it pours a lot of people down south, and then supply and demand, and then the rates goes to crap. Then it's very difficult to actually make a living like this. So I would say the only way, like I was actually thinking about this a little bit yesterday, like sort of prepping for this video. I think the only way to combat this, first of all, if right now wherever you at, I hope it is nice sunny day and nice clean roads. So on a day like that, not when you're already 2 feet deep into the snow, but on the day like that, just go in your memory through all the past winters you've been through. And I've done it also as an owner operator back in the day while driving. When you want to kind of stay motivated, right, in this fight. So I just kind of like revisited my past experiences, and I was like, okay, look, realistically, what does the average day look like on the highway on I-80 in Ohio versus I-10 in Florida in the middle of January? What does the average day looks like? It looks nearly identical, except one is colder, another one is warmer. But at the end of the day, for the most absolute majority days of the year, of the winter, the roads are nice, clean, and dry. And then there is going to be a little bit of snow. There is going to be a little bit of a snowstorms. There is going to be a little bit of ice. There are tools for that. There are ways to avoid it. There are all kinds of apps that you can track live weather events. As a matter of fact, that's what your dispatcher is supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and I mean, the power of those apps you could get it down to almost the hour.
Absolutely. And that's what your dispatcher should be also doing, because here at Voyager, for a winter season, and right now after this cold front came through, I already have Matt to put up like our regular satellite view weather.
Oh, yeah.
So our dispatchers, every single day, we look at a big ass screen with live radar weather thing that actually shows all the snowstorms, all the rain, and everything else. And that will become very important in the part where we're going to be talking about actually making a lot of money on other people's suffering.
Right, yeah.
But that's important in general for your winter driving too. You can totally, like, first of all, most of the days are just going to be dry highway. The only thing is cold. So how is that the problem? How is that, driving on the dry highway in Ohio versus dry highway in Florida, and now your settlement is, $1,000 shorter because you chose to drive in Florida, or even more?
Yeah, and I think the magic has to happen in that that dispatcher has to be able to do their homework. No one is saying, "Hey, man, go to friggin' PA right now because you see a northeastern about to hit." Like, no, you wait for the aftermath, because even after a major snowstorm, right? Like, man, those states are so quick to clean up the major highways right away. So again, to your point, it's about that calculation of just planning accordingly.
Yeah, absolutely. So, bottom line is, plan around. Remember, most of the days by default are already good. There are gonna be a few days, but again, like even in the winter, there are some days that are like above freezing temperatures, or way above freezing temperatures, even up north.
Yeah,
you'll see rain in Ohio. Hopefully, the temperatures are not gonna start dropping, and now it's turning into ice.
Yeah.
But again, we talking about those a few one-off type of situations, and if you're vigilant, you're gonna be able to avoid most of them. And then worst case scenario, just park early. Not a big deal. Because at the end of the day, what are your chances to get caught into one of those bad weather situations like once a week? Very slim. Actually, once a week, that would be like pushing extreme. That's like pushing extreme negative narrative. So once you put shit together in your own head and remove feelings from reality, and I get it. It's so much, more fun when you don't even have to think about it. But at the end of the day, money talks, man. And you're a business owner. You can't be making the same, driver decisions anymore.
No. So I agree, man. It's about leveraging those opportunities. Well, obviously, while staying safe, the highlight is keep your, your limits. But we've seen that in the past where our dispatchers will, after Northeastern or something like that, they'll send the guy out, grab something, come right back, and even doing that before the storm actually hits.
Absolutely. So bottom line, I think for an effective winter, financially effective winter, you got to expand the area. Sticking to a very, very tight area down south is not going to help you. It doesn't matter how many companies you're going to call. It doesn't matter how many recruiters you're going to talk to. The reality is real everywhere.
Yeah, and every year.
Every year
is the same.
And as a matter of fact, let me just guess, you probably around this time of the year, probably started slightly earlier than this, getting quite a few phone calls from the people that are actually considering moving down south.
Absolutely. Yep, I get those every year.
So that just I guess part of a human behavior. We're all looking for fish is looking to go deeper. We're looking to go nicer, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. And then at some point, that's not even managing trucking, right? Because even for ourselves, man, and trust me, there's guys that just won't do it, right? We're just asking you to be open, adaptable, creative. We've had guys on our fleet that won't do it, and that's okay too.
We will work with that. We just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page. So, for example, if I'm presenting to you, hey, these are your opportunities and options. If you do A, and these are your opportunities and options if you do B. But then you cannot be, asking, no, I want to do the B, but I want to get paid as an A. That's not going to work.
No, yeah. That requires a different type of sit down.
And again, a lot of times I see drivers going through the cycle of that pain and trial and error, every single season.
For sure, man. And then so the beauty about that, guy, is our dispatch, as we talk about all the time. If you haven't, check out our show, 9 a.m. Monday to Friday. We do a live and we talk about all this stuff. And it's, man, this customized type of dispatching that we do, really, because the owner operator, he knows how. everybody's going to run the truck a little bit different. To your point, they have different needs, they have different types of limitations and capacities and so forth. So as long as you're connected with what the outcome is, we're always going to look for a better opportunity for you to put more money on that truck when the opportunity arises. So yeah, this is actually one of those major ones that come year round.
Yeah, so just put that headache to bed. The world is not going to change, at least like that, and the reality is still going to be here for you to deal with. So the sooner you kind of accept things for what we are, the easier your experience in owner-operator business is going to be, and you will miss on less opportunities. You will take advantage of more chances and things, right? So at the end of the day, expand the area of operation, but don't just start victimizing yourself like, oh my God, I'm gonna be driving in 2 feet of snow the whole winter. We all know that's not real. There are gonna be a few days. It's okay. You're a big boy. You can handle it.
Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171. All right, now how to hit that jackpot that we were actually talking about. This is the trick of the trade.
All right, so let's just say you look at the news, you look at the weather channel, you look at your weather app, however you're tracking your storms, or however your dispatcher is tracking your storms and winter weather to get the most out of your winter experience. And you see the major storm coming into Chicago.
So a lot of guys are going to run and say, no way.
A lot of guys are going to run and say, no way. And this is where, one man's, bad situation becomes the other man's opportunity. So, for example, number one, never run into the storm. That's just not a good idea.
No.
So, but if we focusing on Chicago, a couple of things that's going to happen. Number one, Chicago is a major hub for trucking. So as a major hub, what's it going to do? A lot of trucks are going to be parked because we are people too. We have the same fears, just like our southern drivers saying we don't want to go up north.
Yeah.
The Chicago drivers, the same way, we don't want to drive in the snow. So when we hear about like some major snowstorm coming in, a lot of them not necessarily just go like hitting and running down south. No, a lot of times we just park until everything is going to be over, right? So that creates, first of all, the shortage of trucks. Second of all, a lot of times that snow and everything else comes with a lot of cold too.
Yeah.
So now you have trucks that wouldn't start.
Yeah, you got to plug them in, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so you got a lot of market disruptions, a lot of loads that are being canceled, a lot of loads that are being late, and so on. And that is your opportunity. Just like kind of, like when we have hurricanes during the summer, and a lot of our guys, we go home and park because we, go home to strap their house down so it doesn't fly off. The people up north, the northern drivers, we take advantage, or at least if we have the same mindset of taking advantage of every situation, we are taking advantage, or we should be taking advantage out of that situation of the shortage of truck in the market. It doesn't have to be crazy short, but a little bit. Now we have a lot of loads that are being canceled. Not loads, like trucks.
No, but I think, but absolutely the dispatcher has to pay attention because, some of these shippers and receivers, they're getting spooked and running for the hills as well. So as long as you have a team that can hit.
No, absolutely. So, and we'll get to this. So basically, you just, you take advantage of a situation and you don't just ignore that. You don't stay home. You don't run away. You and your team have to plan strategically. So now, what is strategic? In my opinion, my prior experiences, every situation is very, very different. You have to have a real hunter dispatcher who's gonna sniff those things out and kind of really put you on the right track. However, the bottom line is, if we just have to make some sort of standard out of this whole situation and apply it universally across a lot of snowstorms in the Midwest,
Okay.
I would say it's safe to say that arriving to the area in about 24 to 36 hours from when the storm was over, you're gonna be able to take advantage of everything, of a whole round trip. Because number one, first of all, you're bringing supplies in that didn't came in on time.
Right. Yeah.
So you're probably gonna get a little bit more, or sometimes a lot more, than your average rate going in there. Plus, remember, people are very reactionary. People are like watching news. We're not always focusing on facts. We're focusing on emotions.
Yeah, I think that's trucking, man.
So a lot of drivers, just because there was a snowstorm yesterday and you offer them a load going, let's say, if there was a snowstorm in Chicago and you offer them Chicago today, and he's in Florida, he's not going.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, there is a snowstorm. Yeah, but that was today. So by the time you're going to get there, it's going to be nice and dry. It's not going to look anything like a snowstorm. But right now, we are in panic. And because we are in panic, we're willing to pay the top dollar for whatever we're shipping to go into Chicago. So now, by the time you arrive to Chicago, with a better paying load already, a lot of the trucks that was at home, we still digging themselves out because the highways are clean.
But not the back
The roads
street.
are clean,
Yeah.
but not the back streets, not the yards. How many trucks are frozen? You can't even start them. Sometimes you gotta pull them into the shop and cook them for a day or two.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Because that's a reality up north. So now, while these trucks are still not ready to run, generating the shortage of trucks, there is now the extra loads available because a lot of loads are being canceled because the trucks are not showing up. So now you have a truck that's running because you were never parked there for 2 days. So you came in, even if the temperatures are still like crazy low, your truck is running, so you're good.
No, yeah, and not just that, man. Like I remember, like, yeah, because the density is so there. So for those who don't understand, like in Florida, you've never seen those type of snow days. Like, you got one parking lot full of like 100 trucks, fucking squeezed into 2 acres, and throw freaking a pushed pile of 8 feet of snow. Good luck. And sometimes you don't even have enough units to clean the top of the trailers off. So there's quite a bit of work to dig out.
And you also don't have enough space to maneuver around those trucks to clean anything out. So a lot of times, like, we're there waiting for not a spring, but something similar to that.
Yeah.
So when the situation like this happens, boom, that is your opportunity. And you did all that. You took advantage of this big ass snowstorm that spooked a lot of people away by now getting premium rate going there, premium rate coming out, and you haven't even see any snow on the road.
Right. And then
Again, for all of that to happen, you have to have dispatcher who can play the ball with you.
yeah. So what does that mean? Like, what details should that dispatcher be looking for, man?
Well, a couple of things. Also, the same thing, feelings and panic. And, during like pre-storm, somebody is offering you a load and, we need it really, really bad. And now you feel like, oh, I'm going to take advantage of it because it pays a little bit more. But yeah, it's going to pay a little bit more. But now that truck of yours is going to be stuck in Chicago for 2 days, if not more. So planning accordingly. Again, if I would have to create a window, I would say 24 to 36 hours after the event, you've got to go into the area. Positioning, so you can position a lot of times right outside the affected area or wherever you're based out of. Like, depends on the timing and everything else. And you can use those opportunities. Sometimes, for example, when the northeast gets buried under the snow, same thing. That can generate this like northeast bubble. So good for freight because most of the local trucks are like sitting.
Yeah, they're pretty much stuck.
A lot of the trucks from the outside, we're not going there because we're still afraid.
Yeah. You want to be the one that's
And
taking advantage.
I've seen the situation where somebody goes in and we bang out the whole week of like prime stuff in the middle of winter, and that helps a lot when we're talking about like add that to your monthly needs.
Yep.
That can solve a lot of problems. Let's say you hit, I'm not saying be a storm chaser and now, go after those storms, because, if you're going to be a storm chaser, man, like you're looking for another adventure. I'm just saying, take advantage when the opportunity is there, and don't let your emotions to kill the opportunity.
Yeah. Don't talk yourself out of it before you actually hear all the details.
Yes. Yeah. And let's just say you take advantage of about 3 situations in the winter of this upcoming season, right? Let's say 1 situation in December, 1 in January, 1 in February. Man, it helps you to survive a winter.
Yeah.
You got, let's say, we don't know exactly what the market is going to bring, what the market is going to offer, but all I can tell, if you do the right thing, obviously if the market allows, if you have a dispatcher that's up for a game, that's 3 very, very, very strong weeks potentially on the table, helping you a lot, like a lot.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. This business, as we all know, is opportunistic, and these are the opportunities that you could be definitely taking advantage of.
Absolutely. So also another thing that you need to, not just you and your dispatcher. When I say you, that means your team. So it's always you and your dispatcher. If you are, same individual doing both, then again, it's still you. Mm-hmm. You need to pay attention to a couple of things. Like, for example, you arrive into one of those places after the storm, just like I said, 24 to 36 hours. But the yard that you're delivering in still hasn't been plowed. And now let's say we have those ramps going downward. Before you go in, like if you work for somebody else, I don't know, like I guess you're on your own, just don't go there. Call your dispatcher, have them to get the most out of that situation. For example, if you're leased onto Voyager, don't go in. Call your dispatcher. Call safety. We'll deal with that. We're probably even going to get you paid for it. We will find a safe solution to get you offloaded without putting you at risk, because once you're going to enter that facility, and let's say you're going to get stuck, and now the only way out of there is towed,
that they're going to throw that on you.
You're paying for it, period. Like, no matter how you spin it, you're paying for it. So, is that fair? I would say, like, don't throw your phone away, but yes. It's fucking fair. You know why it's fair? Because you making a decision. You should not be making a decision to go into the shitty fucking place and running into the problems. Like for example, during the summer when the down ramps get clogged up.
Yeah, and
then the water sits there.
Yeah.
So for example, if the trailer goes in, let's say you as an owner operator arrive to one of those facilities, and let's say it's not snow, it's rain now, right? Mm-hmm. And it's full of water. If you're gonna push that thing in, what's gonna happen? That water, because of the pressure, gonna start going into the system, into your axles.
Shit, yeah.
And now you can have a big problem on your hands. Very, very likely outcome. And the easiest thing that can happen to you is blown out seals. So at least you're gonna blow out at least a couple of seals. So that's gonna cost you money, but it's not as bad as water everywhere.
Right.
So just know things and act accordingly. You don't owe anybody anything. There is no contract saying that you have to risk your equipment, your time, your livelihood, because of their bullshit problem that we cannot clean their yard.
Yeah, and then that's why we talk about this, because it's really this collaborated effort you have to have with your dispatcher, because somebody out there is watching and saying all the same reasons that you're talking about right now is exactly why they don't go.
And I agree. One thing is a fact. If you don't have a dispatcher that can properly deal with those situations, who is very awake, very informed, and watching your back, how it should be, you're probably in that situation. But then again, if you're in that situation, you can give us a call at 633-425-171. We can hook you up, or just look around. I'm not telling you, like if you live somewhere in Pennsylvania to now all of a sudden come, join our fleet. Maybe you're better off of some fleet in Pennsylvania, but you're looking for a like-minded people, the professionals that know what's up. You need a dispatcher that knows what's up. You need operations that know what's up, the safety that know what's up. And we all need to be another big challenge. And I know a lot of you guys are in love with customer freight, which I freaking hate. Every time any company is in that customer freight arena, the priorities shift. You're no longer the customer. You're just a tool. The customer is the customer, and now that's when you're gonna start getting those suggestions. Just try to do it. Just don't tell them anything.
I know, yeah.
Just make it happen. And then, if somebody is telling you that, just be like, still like, I would say don't freaking do it. Tell them, look, are you gonna pay for towing if I'm gonna get stuck here?
And they're probably gonna say no.
And if you're gonna say no, then say this is what's up. So neither am I. And if you're gonna say yes, I don't know, like what's the trust level you have there, but like be like, okay, send me an email. Send me an email saying that I informed you about the snow, and you said that you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if some dispatcher just says it that started the company yesterday, so get the ops manager to freaking send that email.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. And then that's what we're talking about. Trucking is made in those details, so you can be successful in these type of environments. You got all the details matter, and that's where it happens. Because it's almost like either your dispatcher can or he can't. There's the kind of no in between for this. They either have this skill set or they just simply don't.
100%. And I think it's sort of like almost like I don't even know how to explain it. To me, it's almost like some sort of like hunter instinct.
Yeah.
Some people are always on the hunt. Like, for example, if I'm dispatching, I'm looking for a best rate. Any situation on the road, I'm going to weaponize it against everyone to achieve the top result for my owner-operator.
Yes.
And now, but some dispatchers are just going to be like, I've seen dispatchers in my day that we fall in love with some, broker. And now that broker is taking advantage of that dispatcher relationship. And now you're the one paying the price.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of crazy, right? Because that's what I say. This is an opportunistic business, because even take FEMA loads. Okay, cool, heroic people taking FEMA loads everywhere, but you're not taking it pro bono. It's not free. You're taking those guys. They're leveraging it. Oh, here you go, man. So I don't know. You definitely need that guy that has the intuition to get as much money as they can, leveraging, just like you said, man. Every single situation, every single detail matters, and you just got to be thorough, and that's it.
Holy crap, is this real? $4,000 a week in this market, guys? This is not a joke. We got plenty of owner-operators in this market taking home $4,000 a week every single week. So if you're interested in something like this, we're located right here in Mulberry, Florida, just a few miles south of Lakeland. Give us a call, 863-342-5171, because $4,000 take home after all the expenses, that's nothing to laugh at. Yeah, 100%. And also, look, for the most part, I think we do a decent job selecting the dispatchers and also monitoring them. But let's say you're an individual that is currently leased onto Voyager. And let's say what we're talking right now does not match your dispatcher, I want to know about it.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know about it ASAP, because different people will are able to hide things for very long periods of time sometimes. And at the end of the day, our priority is owner-operator success. So if you ever run into these problems, make sure you talk to Christian, John, me, like anybody. Get that point across. And no, it's not snitching. It's just taking care of your business.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is, guys. Taking care of your business.
Absolutely.
Sure.
And even for us as a company, by discussing the problem, real or imaginary sometimes, it's fine. It's better to talk about it and put it to bed and to actually resolve it. Sometimes it can be something as simple as just a bad energy fit
sometimes
between owner-operator and dispatcher.
Personality conflicts has happened. That is a real thing in this industry. Sometimes just people don't click.
Yeah, I remember one of our veteran dispatchers, like Sonny. I remember when he called on Alexander, when he was like, man, you better take this guy away from me, because it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
So this is for you, the premium dispatcher with integrity, speaking on something that a lot of people are gonna sweep under the rug.
Yeah, and he's protecting your business and he
his own name.
Yeah, his own name.
He's even protecting that owner-operator.
Yeah,
That
for sure.
he's asking to be removed from his board, because he didn't say like, oh, he's a piece of shit. None of that.
No.
He's just like, we just like can't hit it.
Yeah, he's gonna do better with somebody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And here we go. So I really appreciate like him doing that. And if you're an owner operator ever running into these situations at Voyager or anywhere else, talk about it. All that so-called like street morals or jail philosophy, it does not apply in trucking. At the end of the day, it's business.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
You gotta protect your business. We are here to protect your business and our business. And I hope the company that you currently list on is down for a cause also. You just gotta communicate. But if you can't, or if we're not willing to listen, then 863-342-5171, we can solve quite a few of your problems.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that's, you just got to be willing to make that call. You got to be willing to be honest with yourself and also look at the bottom line.
All right. Always take advantage of bad situations and of the good situations. You, as a business owner now, you're always looking for opportunity to advance your business. So don't be a victim. Take advantage of everything that you can take advantage of to get your business ahead. And that's what matters.
All right, guys, be good and stay safe.
Take care, guys.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.